in the eyes of the Lord, but to also be real to one another. And they say to celebrate your successes with one another and to also be there for one another in your times of need. And as I was reflecting and thinking about this particular reading, it reminded me of a study that was actually done at UC Berkeley, and they combined it with a group of anthropologists. And what they did is they had a group of people who literally went to the 7 continents, and they interviewed thousands of couples who were married for more than 30 years successfully. And it was unlike any other study, because what they did is they gave them a lot of questions and they spoke in their dialect. But the important thing about this study is they would literally eavesdrop in on their conversations and just hear them talk about life. And what they found out was 2 things. Number one, each couple had a tremendous amount of respect for one another. But the other thing that was so neat, and again, it doesn't matter if they were rich or poor, regardless of the continent they lived on or what language they spoke, out of all of these couples, when they were talking about life's greatest joys and being there for one another, just like you're reading, they rarely heard 3 words. They rarely heard the words, I, me, and you. And instead they heard the words, we, us, and our. It's clear that the 2 of you have a ton of respect for one another. But what I really enjoyed is I listened to your stories that you shared with me in wonderful details, literally up to this moment as you're preparing for this wedding. You rarely use the words, if at all, I, me, or you. Instead, you use the words, we, us, and our. And all of us are here today because of your love for one another. And that's why on your 1-year anniversary, Jason came home from work early and he put on his best suit. And there was a beautiful dress there with a ring in a pocket. And he asked for your hand in marriage, and that's when you burst into tears of joy. My favorite verse is in Corinthians. And what it states is, if in life, if everything is taken away from you, you're always going to have 3 things. You'll always have faith, you'll always have hope, and you'll always have love. And the greatest of these is love. Melissa and Jason, you 2 had a faith that God would lead you to the right person. And you embraced that faith to hope that things would continue to grow and strengthen. And there are times like today when you realize that the world will absolutely stop because the person you love means so much to you and means more than anything. You became a couple at the right time in life. You have found the beauty in life. You have found the meaning in life. I know you found the fun in life because you found the love of your life. You can face one another, please.